So all you need to do is start to enable yourself to be quiet. So wherever you need to sit, to allow yourself to be undisturbed for the next 25 minutes. And obviously, particularly if you've got children at home, sometimes you will be disturbed. It's okay. All I want you to do is just know that you can come back to this at any point. And as you settle there where you are, I want you to begin to just focus on your breathing. And the breath is so important, and people don't realize how much information your breathing is giving to the body that lets the body know whether you're safe or not. Is everything okay or not? And as you're breathing, no need for you to change it yet. Just see, observe, notice any changes in your breathing as we go through this process. And in past days, we've imagined breathing in love and breathing out not love. So let's do that again. Just allowing yourself to settle there where you are. And if you haven't already, begin to breathe your eyes closed. Feeling the chair or the bed beneath you. Being aware of the air touching the skin around your face or your hands. Noticing maybe already that you're beginning to settle faster than you did on Monday. Because your body's learning how to relax, going deeper and deeper within. And all you need to do is focus on your breathing. And in a moment, I'm going to take you on a journey. A journey to meet your all-wise, all-knowing self that has all the answers. And the first part of that journey is walking into a very tall building, taller than any building you've ever seen before. And you're okay. You are in control. You can feel completely safe and secure. And if, for any reason, you are uncomfortable with enclosed spaces or heights or anything really, I just want you to imagine, before you step into the building, that breathing in and out, the breathing in of love, and the breathing out of not love, is building that bubble around you. A bubble that can represent unconditional love and protection for you, keeping you safe, keeping you secure. And I don't really know how big that bubble needs to be for you to feel safe and secure. Maybe just a few inches, maybe a few feet, whatever works for you. So that every breath you breathe in, it's like pumping up a balloon, a bubble, getting bigger and bigger around you. So when you're ready, I want you to imagine stepping through the doors into a big reception area of this big building. It's quite empty, actually. You can see there's a receptionist who smiles at you knowingly. Hello, they say. And you respond backwards, hello. And I don't know what's in this reception. Maybe there's some sofas or plants or whatever. But it's quite sparsely furnished. But right at the back, you can see some lifts. And there may be 3, 4, maybe more, I don't know. But one is calling you. So whichever lift it is, I want you to go towards that lift and press the call button and wait for the lift to arrive, which it does quite quickly. And the doors open, shh, and you can then step inside and the doors close, shh, and you can feel completely safe and secure because this lift can take on any size you want it to be. So it can be the size of your front room. It makes no difference. A bit like Doctor Who's TARDIS, if that helps. And I want you to notice there are numbers, lots of numbers, down on the bank to the left of the door. But the one that you're interested in today is called the atrium. It's at the very top. And I want you to press that button and find that the lift starts moving gently, smoothly, silkily. So you barely notice it's moving. The only reason you know is because the numbers of the floors are lighting up. And as it starts to rise, I just want to let your unconscious mind know that when you get to the top, to the atrium, you're going to meet that all-wise, all-knowing part of you. The part of you that can help you the most today with whatever it is that you need help with. As it's rising up through the different floors, your unconscious mind is getting ready now to ask the questions that you want answers to the most. Your unconscious mind is being open to whatever it needs to be open to that will help you the most today. As the lift continues upwards, you can feel completely safe and secure and know that you're in control. Going up still further, getting ready now, maybe even a little excited with the prospect of getting in touch with that deep, deep you that's all-wise and all-knowing. Part of the unconscious mind that has all the answers that you need. And eventually the lift arrives at the atrium, the top of this particular building. And the doors open. Shh. And I want you to step out into this atrium and notice it's enormous. Or it's small. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. I want you to notice that there is greenery, plants, maybe trees, flowers. Maybe there are fountains or one of those lazy rivers that you sometimes find in larger properties, just weaving its way through. You're under a very large glassed dome that is making the place feel warm, the right temperature for you. Not too warm, not too cold, just perfect for you. And interestingly, there are birds and animals and insects and all the beautiful creatures that you want to be there. Maybe there's a pool for fish. And as you start to walk through this place, I just want you to notice you're sinking deeper and deeper into the comfort, feeling really at peace. This is your space. A different space to the one we visited in the relaxation. This is even better because it's here that you're going to meet that part of you that can help you. So I wonder what question you might have that you'd like an answer to. So just pick one, because you can listen to this again. It's okay. But just pick one thing you'd like an answer to. Make it not so big to start with. Subsequent ones you can ask for bigger questions, but something that would really help you right now. And as you walk, I want you to find a couple of chairs or benches. Maybe you want swinging chairs. I want you to be comfortable. I want this to be perfect for you. Whatever works. And as you take a seat, you can hear, no matter how far you've walked, the lift doors going again. And you know this you, this all-wise, all-knowing you has arrived. As you sit there with anticipation, maybe some excitement, notice that somebody is walking towards you, coming towards you slowly. And as they do, you begin to recognize them, perhaps as somebody who is older than you. It's you of the future. And I don't know how much further into the future it is. It could be just a couple of weeks, months, maybe years. That doesn't much matter. Just notice what comes to your mind, because there is no right and wrong here. And even if you can't see them, just get a sense of them there. That's right. Just get a sense of them coming through and sitting either next to you or opposite you. And they're smiling benevolently. They're smiling because they know the answers to your questions. They know your future, or a future for you, depending on the choices you make. And as they sit down and you've said hello to each other, before you start, I just want to say thank you to this future you joining us here today. Thank you for coming forward to help us with a question that the you of today may have, a conundrum, a decision to make. And I want you to pose your question to this you. And I'm going to allow you to have some quiet time with this you of the future, because you might find yourself engaging in a conversation. And whether your question is answered immediately or not doesn't much matter. Just that you can start that conversation and see what comes from it. It's not a contrived conversation. It's one that just flows. So it'll be whatever comes to mind for you as you do. Listen to what this you of the future tells you. So I'm just going to go quiet for the moment to allow that to happen. And if nothing happens, that's okay. Just sit in the presence of this all-wise, all-knowing you of the future, because there are many ways to take information on by osmosis. by just being in the presence of this you. That's right, very good. And sometimes we get the messages through a sense of feeling, gut feel, if you like, that inner knowing coming through. And whether you get the answer now, later today, tonight, or tomorrow, doesn't much matter, just that you do get the answer that you're looking for. And whatever it is that you're searching for, the you, that all wise, all knowing you, asks you to imagine what it would be like when it all went in a way that worked for you. What might be going on for you that would let you know this has all worked out just as you wanted it to, for the benefit of you and those around you? Just imagine what that might be like, what you might be experiencing, people around you, situations just being perfect. Notice how you're looking after whatever it is that you've been asking about is done. Maybe There's a small smile on your face. That was good. Maybe you're just feeling better that it's over. And it's really important to focus on those wonderful feelings. Not too much, not too little, but just enough to know that you're okay. You're safe. It all worked out for the best. And I wonder what behaviours this you of the future might suggest you need. Some of these behaviours you already have. Maybe you need some new behaviours or habits to help you along with this decision that's needed. But you can have all the skills and abilities you need to do this. You may even have some you don't even know you've got that can be brought to bear for this situation. Because this decision that you've got to take, or this question that you're asking, is important to you for some reason. I wonder, what might that be? What makes this important to you, this conundrum? And what would you need to have to believe about yourself that means that it can all just work out just as you need right now? Really getting a sense of all that now, from head to foot, in your head, your heart and your gut, feeling them beginning to line up as you are getting a sense of the answer that you need from this all-wise, all-knowing part of you in the future who is guiding you and helping you. Really begin to get a sense of everything being okay in this future you, after the decision has been made or the question has been answered, the conundrum resolved. And when you've got that, as strong as you can now, bringing your attention back to this all-wise, all-knowing part of you, knowing that whenever you need to have a conversation with them again, they'll be there for you. All you need to do is reach out and ask. So as we say thank you to that all-wise, all-knowing part of you, shaking their hands and allowing them to leave ahead of you, hearing the lift doors go shh, shh, really just getting a final sense of whatever you're sensing. So whether you got the answers that you wanted or not right now doesn't much matter. Just feel good. Feel calm and peaceful. Know that something has shifted for you. We don't know what that is, or maybe you do. As you stand to head back to the lifts yourself, knowing that you've got what you need. As you press the lift door, it opens, shh, and you can step in and press reception. The doors close behind you, shh, nice and quietly. As the lifts start to come down, knowing that your unconscious mind has had some quality time to think, to process, to reflect on what it was you wanted. Knowing that as you come back towards the now, that it may have some more processing, thinking, tidying up to do. And it can do that in a fraction of a second, maybe a little bit longer. Coming back towards the now, becoming aware of how you're feeling and taking these feelings so that you can feel better than before, in whatever way better than before is like for you. Maybe energized, more clear, thinking clearly. It doesn't much matter. As the lift comes to the reception and the doors open once more, shh, stepping into the reception, smiling again at the receptionist who waves you goodbye, and you smile back and wave back, wiggling your fingers and toes as you come out from the building into the sunshine, and opening your eyes and returning back to now. Thank you. Hopefully that has left you in a really good space. Please do put your comments below. It's so important for me to understand how much these are helpful for you. Tomorrow is the last of the 5x5, and tomorrow I thought we would do something slightly different. So tune in to find out what that will be. And remember, tomorrow I'll talk a little bit more about my program, Be More You, loving yourself more, and being able to give you a link so that if you're interested, you can register for it. Kim Searle, Emotional Mastery. Thank you so much for tuning in.